when my arrow rest is mounted and before I do my nocking points, I like to adjust my arrow rest to where my arrow is where I want it to be in relation to the top of this shelf. I like to do that first. Some people will tie their nocking points and they'll just let this be wherever it's going to be in the package. And sometimes that varies. Now, for me, different models have all kind of liked different positions, but on this Mach 30 ES, I like having the bottom of my arrow shaft kind of right there at the bottom of that S on the riser label. So you can see I've adjusted this up to where when my arrow's at 90 degrees, my arrow shaft's right in that position. And that's important because if you've got a broadhead and your finger kind of creeps up a little bit here on the side of your riser, if you start with that too low, then it could be dangerous if you've got a blade that close to the bottom of the shelf. So depending on the type of broadhead you're going to use, make sure you have that adjusted properly. If you're a target archer, some people do like to bring theirs a little bit closer down, which is, a lot of that is preference and is certainly fine. But if you move your rest where you want it and get this 90 set in that position at the beginning, then that way, once you've tied your nocking points into position, you can just use the micro adjustment of the rest to fine tune that arrow tuning rather than starting out with it in a random place and then having to completely move that rest to get it correct. And a lot of times you end up redoing it all anyway. So I'm happy with where that's at.